Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of the SamDjanShow. Today we're looking at the evolution of CW, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of SamDjanShow, where we talk about pop culture and talk about the evolution of CW. Before you don't get to subscribe, echo catch bells, like I said, looking at the evolution of CW. So I think I have some continuations from UPN and I think the WB. So let's get into it. Now we have the game. If you don't know the game, it was a spin-off of Girlfriends, and yeah, I haven't seen this show, so I don't know if it's good or not. I think it had a reboot, which I've not seen. I don't think that one's on the CW. I think it's it's not on the C. It's on Paramount Plus, so it won't be on here. So it's the game. Next we have Girlfriends, which was on. I think it was on the WB. For I think 6 seasons, and then it was on. Yeah, no, it was on UPN for 6 seasons, and then 7 and I think 8 were on CW, and then they cancelled it, and we didn't get resolution. It was on Netflix. They took it off Netflix, which I actually liked. It kind of like Sex in the City. And I do like this show. I know it has a. I know some people like it. I want a resolution. I don't know if we'll get it, but we have Stargirl. This was a DC Universe for season 1, and then they moved to CW for 2 and 3. I like Stargirl. Probably one of the better DC shows. And yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's only 3 seasons. Next we have Rebel, which I think the first 5 seasons were on, I think, UPN. They were on, the WB. Then the final season was on CW. I haven't seen Rebel. I think I've seen a couple episodes of it. Next you have Walker. I haven't seen the show. It stars Jared Padalecki, which you probably know him from Supernatural. It's a reboot of Walking Texas Ranger. So yeah, I haven't seen the show. So one of those, I recommend you watch this show. It's a really good show. I really enjoy this. It's 4 seasons. Check it out. It's a really good show. Next we have Kung Fu. I have not seen this show. Tom Swift. This was a spinoff of Nancy Drew. Walker Independence. This was a prequel to Walker. I only had 1 season, then cancelled it. Next we have Naomi. This had 1 season, then they cancelled it. Next we have All American Homecoming. This ran for 3 seasons. This was a spin-off of All American. Next we have The Winchesters, which was a prequel to this Supernatural. It only lasted 1 season, then they cancelled it. I think Aaron Jensen Ackles was a producer on it, and yeah. Next we have iZombie. I loved iZombie. It was a really good show. It ran for 5 seasons. It was on Netflix. I watched all of it. I really like iZombie. Check it out if you haven't. It's a really good show. It's basically about this zombie Liv, who basically works at the police, and then they solve crimes, and she has to eat the brain of that died, and then she has the personality. Next we have Gotham Knights, which it only ran for 1 season, and it wasn't good. I chose not to watch it, which they cancelled Batwoman because they didn't want to Gotham Batman, which honestly I say they shouldn't have done the show. They should have given Batwoman a 4th season, because I think Batwoman season 1 and 2, despite I think 3 was fine, and I think 3 had potential. I think 3 was the best season, but obviously there's a Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I watched this one. It was on Netflix for 4 seasons. Supergirl, I think, was pretty good. I think 1 is okay. 2 and 3 are fine. 4 is probably the best season. Then 5 and 6 are okay. Now we have DC Legends of Tomorrow, which I love DC Legends. I think 1 and 2 are kind of mediocre. I think it gets better from season 3 all the way to. Obviously, they canceled it with season 7. We needed season 8. I don't think we'll get season 8 now. Next, we have Riverdale, run for 7 seasons. I think season 1 was okay, despite its problems. I think season 2 was fine, and then 3 kind of goes off the rails, which I don't know. That's when people started hating on Riverdale. So many Riverdale. There's so much hate videos on Riverdale. I like Riverdale. I saw all 7 seasons, and yeah. So next we have is Dynasty. This is a remake of the show from I think the 80s. I haven't seen the original show, 81. I haven't seen the original show. I thought the show was pretty good. It was 5 seasons. Next we have Charmed, the remake of the original one. It's around for 4 seasons. A lot of people hate this one. I haven't seen this one. Next we have Black Lightning, which ran for 4 seasons. I actually like this show. I think it's probably one of the better DC shows. It wasn't part of the Arrowverse, and it became part of it after Crisis. Next, we have Legacies, which was a spin-off of The Vampire Diaries. Is more a spin-off of a sequel to the originals. This show's okay. I feel like it had potential, but it's just not my favorite of the two. Next, we have In the Dark, which I've not seen the show. Roswell, New Mexico. This is a second adaptation to Roswell books. No, this isn't a remake of the original one. It's kind of its own thing. It's more based on the books. Next, we have Batwoman, which I think 1 and 2 they have problems. I think 3 was probably the best season, says Batwoman. Next, we have Nancy Drew, which I think ran for 4 seasons. I think I've seen a couple episodes season 1. Next, we have Katie Keene. This was a spin-off of Riverdale. It ran for 1 season. It starred Lucy Hale, which I actually like the show. It starred Josie from Riverdale. I actually like this show. I was so mad when they cancelled it because I feel like it had potential, but yeah, I feel like nobody watched it. Next we have Gossip Girl, which is probably one of the most popular shows on CW, ran for 6 seasons. I've seen the show on Netflix so many times. I love the show. I think season 1 is probably the best season, and I think 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are just okay. But yeah, I love Gossip Girl. That first season is really good. I really like Gossip Girl. Next, we have 90210. This is the one from 2008, the teen one, the teen drama one. This I did so many 90210s. I watched all of these when they were on, I think all 4. Um, yeah, obviously it's on Paramount Plus now, which I've seen all 5 seasons, which it's okay. It's not probably one of the best CW shows. Next we have Nikita, the one from 2011. There was one show, I think a movie in the 1997 or whatever was by Luke Best, and then we had one in the 90s. I haven't seen the shows Nikita. Next we have Heart of Dixie. I have not seen the show. The Vampire Diaries, probably one of the best shows, probably one of the most popular shows of CW. Run for 8 seasons. I saw this when it was on Netflix. I actually like this show. I did. Yeah, it's kind of they were kind of like trying to get just trying to be like Twilight. Like right after Twilight, they did this show, which I do like this show. Even though there's so many problems with it and it's kind of convoluted, I do like this show. And next we have Arrow, the first Arrowverse show. I do like Arrow. I love all the seasons except season 4, but I do like Arrow. Next we have Beauty and the Beast. This was a remake of the one with Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. And yeah, it ran for 4 seasons. And yeah, I do like this show. I do think it's pretty good. And next we had the Carrie Diaries. This was kind of like a prequel to Sex and the City. It doesn't really. It's not a HBO one. Like it kind of has several differences. It had 2 seasons and they cancelled it, which is kind of shame. I kind of wish they could have done all the seasons when she did meet Samantha. I want her to meet Miranda and Charlotte, then maybe Stanford. So it's Carrie Diaries. Just check it out. I think it's on ITVX. I do like the show. I watched all 2 seasons, and yeah. Next, we have the originals. I never cared for the originals because I liked them when they were on Vampire Diaries. I think people say this is probably one of the better, probably arguably better than the Vampire Diaries. I haven't seen it, but yeah. I might check it out at some point, but I'm just not interested in it. I kind of like the Vampire Diaries. Next, we have The Flash, the second CW show. I do like The Flash. I do think it's really good. Grant Gustin is good. I think season 1 and 2, it's 9 seasons. I think 1 and 2 are good. They do have problems with them, but I think they're pretty good. I think 3 is okay, and then 4 kind of goes downhill. 4 is probably the worst season. 5 is okay. 6 was okay. 7 was terrible. 8 wasn't really that great. 9 wasn't good. The finale was so underwhelming. But I like Grant Gustin. I feel like if he had a better script, he could have been a lot of people want him the DCU Flash, which I wouldn't mind if he comes back if they do a Crisis movie. But yeah, next we have The 100. I've not seen the show. I think 7 seasons. Then we had Rain, which ran for 4 seasons. I think I saw this on Netflix. I don't know if I finished it or not. I don't know if it's good or not. Next we have All American, which is still airing. Season 8 will be coming out next year. So yeah, next we have Jane the Virgin. I honestly thought this was a Netflix show, but it was a CW show. They just put it on Netflix. So as I do like Gina Rodriguez. Says Jane the Virgin. Next we have Seventh Heaven, which ran for 10 seasons on the WB. Then 11 was on CW. Seven Heaven. A lot of people don't like this show. It's kind of tainted now because Stephen Collins, Stephen Collins plays the dad. He admitted to abuse to minors. So that's now we are getting a remake with Jessica Biel, I think, producing it. Well, people aren't happy with it. As long as it's a I think it's a reboot. I don't know if she's involved in it, but they announced in like May 2025. I was like, what, they're doing a reboot? Which, if you don't know Seventh Heaven, it was kind of like it was about this family who it was basically about the Camden family, and he had the minister father and the stay-at-home mother. They basically did a drama of having 7 children, and that's pretty much what it was. I saw Smallville, one of my favorite shows. It was on the first 5 seasons were on WB, the first 5 seasons were on CW. I love Smallville. One of my favorite shows. It's such a good show. It's about Clark Kent before he came Superman. Tom Bottom was good. We had the best Lex Luthor, Michael Rosenbaum, and I think the first 7 seasons are amazing. And then Alan Miles, the creators, they left, which I think 8, 9, and 10 are okay. They're not great, but they're okay. Smallville, One True Hill, one of my favorite shows. 9 seasons. They are bringing it back with a sequel series, and I do like One True Hill. I think it's probably one of the best shows. Next we have Supernatural. This is the longest running CW show. It ran for 1 season on the WB and 14 seasons on the CW, which some people complain it went on too long. I wasn't interested in Supernatural. I never got into it. I just never cared for it. Next we have Gilmore Girls, all 7. I think Gilmore Girls was on the CW for it was on the WB for I think 6 seasons, and I think season 7 was on the CW. They did the sequel series on Netflix, which I've not seen yet, but this Gilmore Girls is a classic. A lot of people like it. Then we finally have Veronica Mars, which I think Veronica Mars was on. I think it was on. It was on the UPN. Then it was on the CW. UPN the first 2 seasons, then CW the third one, and then there was a movie. Then it was on Hulu for season 4, which I do like Veronica Mars. I've seen a couple episodes of it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, guys, so much for our video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.